Good morning and welcome to the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge here at Coast Cigar Lounge in beautiful Ocean Springs, Mississippi. I am joined by my two co-hosts, Bones, Mort, and myself, Maverick, welcoming you to the show. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning. That's what I get for jumping in.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
Slam your knee and hit your belly and everything.
No,
right?
It's just my knee. My belly's big enough. I know how to
You get what's it called? That's padding time.
compensate for that.
Yeah, yes.
He slaps out.
So how's your
the Pensacola, what's it called?
Yeah, whatever that is.
the Friday morning drizzle?
The Friday morning
Rain.
Oh yeah, I mean we're gonna have this.
Rain.
probably
I
all
thought it was
weekend.
supposed to be sunny and
It didn't call for it. It didn't show any rain
No,
last
they got
night.
changed.
They got stuff going on. So we got some technical difficulties on the coffee this morning.
Yeah.
The one thing that you need in order to brew coffee, which is the filter,
Yes,
we have none of. So
we multiple forgot.
we're
We'll take care of that this afternoon.
we're just going to be smoking cigars and talking football.
But I still
Yeah.
picked up a pod and made a cup of pod coffee, medium roast from Costco.
Okay,
Went out.
how is it?
It's a little strong this morning for some
Real
reason.
strong. Well, you already
I
had
got-
3 cups, didn't you, this morning?
Only got one. I got up late this. I got up at like quarter.
What you have?
I had 2 cups of ultra caffeinated, so
Okay, you're ready to rock.
I'm sweating back here.
Okay, I see. I
You
didn't
know,
have
the-
any.
The hot dog,
Never
the
drank
hot dog
coffee.
roll.
Huh?
Never drank coffee.
Who?
Him. Before he started.
Yeah,
he never
man,
drank-
how
I'm
about
sweating
that?
back here at the Yogi
Yeah.
hot dog roll.
Yeah, right.
You got a yogi?
No, I don't really, but
No.
that's where I'm sweating.
I think there's
In
only
that
one
area.
person. Only one person that does.
Oh, you got
yeah.
a little-
Yeah, we'll talk football. We got everything, but this morning we're smoking the infamous since 1962 Camacho Broadleaf.
Very good cigar.
It is.
We're getting ready to light it. I know you can't see it, but that's what we're smoking. Camacho.
What information I have on it is the Camacho Broadleaf Robusto delivers a robust and uncompromising flavor journey, characterized by bold notes of dark chocolate and espresso. These deep, intense flavors are complemented by a luxurious creaminess and subtle undercurrent of earthy spices and dance on your palate. As you savor this cigar, the aromas of leather and oak envelope your senses, invoking a sense of adventure and adding an extra layer of complexity to the experience. Well, guess what? I just lit it and I don't get any of that yet. So let's see.
Well,
let's
you
see
know
what
how
happens.
I talked about it
Let's
last
see what
week.
happens.
I'm just waiting for it to envelope my senses.
Drunk chicken cigars. That's pretty cool. Like that.
I wouldn't recommend using it
Was it?
that often.
You guess
Or
not?
no, because what happens, and I got this at the PCA, is you light your cigar and it stays flaming for about
second.
3 seconds after.
And then your hand, boo boo.
Oh yeah, you get smoked. I got a nice little burn when we were at the PCA.
Well, I'll tell you about burn with a cigarette with a cigar lighter. We don't have one of them. Actually, we do.
Oh, one of those
This will bring it up. This is the Freestyle Live Pack from Drew Estates. $40
available here
at
at
30
Coast Cigar and Lounge,
3418 Government.
Washington.
3418
No,
Bienville
Bienville,
Boulevard,
yeah.
Ocean Springs, Mississippi. We got 21 left.
21.
We started with 30. We got 21 left.
That's only in a week.
Yep. No,
Less than.
October 23rd.
Less than.
October 23rd.
No, when we got those.
Oh, yeah. It comes with a
Cutter?
cutter just like it did last time. Last time was metal. This is a little on the plastic side, but it's still the same thing with a cigar rest. There were
Rest.
some people that were getting it saying, well, where's the cigar rest at? Not here, but online. And
Just
it
like
is
this, folks.
upside down.
Let's demonstrate. Woo!
And there
Look
you
at
go,
that.
right there. Twofold purpose. Yeah.
3 supposedly.
The ladies. It's
Yeah,
the ladies.
Absolutely.
Well, you know
The
what?
ladies edition.
I wonder why you should have said that, because
Oh, it's the ladies. edition.
99% of the people buying this box are men.
No, I'm
No,
talking
the
about
cigar.
the cigar.
That's what I'm saying.
Nope.
No, not ladies. Well,
Like the Fat Bottom Betty,
Oh,
the
okay.
ladies,
Sweet little
cigar.
Sweet James.
Yeah.
Sweet James. Okay. I'm
nice
sorry.
size
in that
ashtray.
world.
back up on that statement.
So I said when we first got them that it was very reminiscent of the tobaccos, however you want to pronounce it. And while I was in theory correct, we found out later that it's going to be one of those unnamed ladies. Fat Bottom Betty's, Sweet Chains.
Straight to the Sweet Chain thing. Because I smoked tobacco a lot.
Okay.
And that was just way sweeter than the tobacco to me.
All right,
it
I'm
was
not
good.
a fan of that.
It wasn't, no, it really was not a bad.
No? So I got to do it before I make a statement.
You got to try it.
I think
really
you got to try it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the biggest dog that I've smoked as far as their flavoreds was the Laturian.
We'll never smoke that one.
That was one of their infused, very much like the Fat Bottom Betty type thing.
And if for some reason you don't like the cigar, I'll take them. Let's pull them with you. But I was getting to the point where we were playing golf last week, and I took this slide. Well, I forgot my cigars at home, and I had that little thing that, remember Lou Piscatelli made, or not Leon from not Cigar Medics, but the ashtray guy.
Yeah,
he made the traveling humidor,
you
the
bought
metal
one
with the bones on it.
We didn't get them. Yeah.
And so I just threw 2 cigars in that with some stick, sprayed it down, put this lighter in there to fit right in there. Well, I was in my truck, and when I got to the golf course, I was like, shit, I left my humidor at home, my traveling humidor at home. Oh, wait a minute, I got 2 cigars. And look, so I was lighting this in the thing. Somehow, some way, I don't know how I did it. I think I don't know. I'm trying to light the cigar, and I burned my fucking finger because I had the fucking thing upside down. Yeah, I don't know how I did that.
That's almost impossible. Now, let me show you something that happened to me.
I don't know.
One that was kind of defective. These right here conduct that spark. So if you're touching one of these when you light it,
I can see that.
It'll zap you. And I was like, what the heck?
Well, maybe that's
it may have been defective. I'm not sure.
Okay.
That's what maybe I did that, but it got my
attention. It was a little nip
right there. Look,
yeah, you got bit.
So I somehow
it wouldn't have been that spark. That spark just is.
I don't know what the hell, but it scared the shit out of me. And I said, I think I'm jumping off.
$40, folks, here at Coast Cigar Lounge.
And the show is
the ashtray is the nicer of the items in there, I believe, and it's made real well. It'll be good for the outside deck or
plastic.
Your man cave.
It's not
a plastic, but
it's that plastic that doesn't burn.
Yeah,
well, I'm sure it'll burn. It'll
polymer or something like that. Yeah.
But the show is on October 23rd, and we are having a freestyle live party here at Coast Cigars Wednesday night from 7 to 9. Probably pizza again. Who knows? They're giving away a 2000. I guess it's a 2024 Fat Boy as a grand prize.
Wow.
First prize is a full-size
grand prize is the motorcycle.
Double-sided
humidor.
Nice.
And then they're giving away like 10 of those tall Drew Estates
ashtrays
that they have.
You know, those cost about $100 to ship.
Great for the deck. These ashtrays are really nice.
I believe it.
Of course, the motorcycle is bad to the bone.
I'll tell you one thing that I wish they would bring back: that domino table.
Oh, that was nice, man.
That was 5 years ago when they came out with that.
Yeah.
And that was some kind of sweet. That Domino's table was sweet.
We got Mikey Silvers in the background.
Mikey Silvers is here, ready to rock. He's going to throw a wave.
He's now an official employee.
Yes, there he goes. He threw a wave. And
he's got a shirt. He's got a company shirt that he wears at staff meetings to try and make us all look bad.
Sucking up.
Yes. It's not going to help him. It's definitely not going to get him a raise.
Yep. We're getting there.
We found out a little info on shop events. Just
on what?
Shop events. We're not going to have a shop event here until December, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, Perdomo.
We missed out the opportunity to get Alan over here from not All Saints. McAuliffe.
He's coming to town.
He's over in Mobile with Al McAuliffe.
Right, but his list said he was going from here to here to here to Biloxi and whatever. So what is he not coming here? And we're only 30 minutes away?
I don't know.
But we all getting shirts.
Well, you know
so-
what? Yeah, but I do believe he stops in anyway. We may not be on the tour list, but he stops in and has a smoke and takes care of us.
If
and
Al's
things.
traveling with him, if
Yes,
not,
right.
he may
But
run out of-
also known as John Candy.
It'd be nice to see Al again. We saw him 10 years ago.
Yeah, and his assistant's pretty cool. She's not very knowledgeable about cigars.
His new assistant's his daughter.
10 years ago.
Yeah, at Old Shop.
We've been here 2. We were there for 6.
8 years. Yeah.
8 or 9 years. Yeah.
Yeah,
close.
close.
About 8 or 9 years. Yeah, and he traveled with a very, very healthy companion.
She was very sporty.
I don't get that.
You might catch your finger.
The bung.
I don't know.
The bung.
He's bored.
He's at
work.
Well, what do you think about the game last night?
It was a good first football game. Way to start the league.
A lot of penalties.
Oh
Yes, I think that's as Mikey Jones said, a lot of nervous jitters and
I
getting acclimated to being on the first field because it ain't practice no more,
right?
Or it ain't preseason. So
I was
think,
just surprised at how many flags.
Them flags are in the air a lot.
And we got the Packers Eagles tonight at 7:15.
Yes,
which we're allowed to stay to watch the whole game here tonight.
Oh,
because we close
at 10, and time
we might get the whole game in
10:30, 11.
Yeah, we will.
That went well yesterday.
Everybody was
turned the lights
accommodating.
Out.
Yes,
we said halftime gives you plenty of time to get home and watch the rest of the game.
Yes, if you live in town here,
dude. You saw what time I left. I got to the house and there was 3 seconds left on the game, or on the
half. Yeah,
you
left like 3 minutes before.
I left. 2-minute warning was already over with.
Yeah, you went. And
I had plenty of time to get home and watch them shankopotamus. That kicker was like, what did he? 99% accurate at all times. And shanked it when he needed to.
He's one of the better kickers in the league.
I'm not questioning that. Everybody said, and I read about him. He's no
good.
question about it. He's been there for a while and he knows what he's doing.
He was I had him and Lamar Jackson last year.
Them guys, I think maybe at the end of the year they'll play for the big one. Them two. I still think needs some work. Baltimore.
Oh, now I get it. I'm sorry.
And I think them guys are still going to be in the playoffs, both of them.
I will be happy if there are no hairballs in.
Yeah, you don't like
why
either
is
one
that?
of them, right?
Why is that?
I just don't like the.
You don't like the hairballs. We got the show with that.
Yes, Patrick. He may get that, and if it's from me, he's probably going to get it.
Oh, that's
so. The game last night was. So they went under on the amount of times that they showed Taylor on the screen.
Okay.
There was some conversations.
They showed her a lot, though.
There was some conversations that said it will be over 12 times.
Yes.
And they went under?
They went under.
Does that count?
Before the game, no.
No, it has to be why she's in
during the game live.
Why she's in the box.
Game.
Yeah.
Per se, the box.
Because they panned her numerous times during pregame.
They didn't, according to sources, and the sources on the internet are very, very sketchy. According to sources, they didn't go over on the 12.
Okay. I read something yesterday where somebody leaked, supposedly, a paper or a letter that Taylor Swift wrote about orchestrating their breakup, like end of September.
She's going to write a song.
For PR purposes. I think the whole fucking thing is for PR purposes. I don't know how serious this is. I really don't.
Well,
but I can't say anything because I got married after 2 weeks.
So let me pose this thought. Okay, if it is for PR purposes, it is perhaps one of the best laid plans that the Chiefs have run to get the Swifties to pay attention to football.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But I don't think they're smart enough to do that.
And
I don't think the advertisers,
right?
They're more interested in revenue money instead of selling jerseys and stuff, because let's just face it, they make more money if they have commercials and.
But
and
ABC can charge more per minute for commercial because they know Kansas City's playing, and Taylor Swift is going to be there, which is going to bring more people watching the game. So they're going to say, "All right, we're charging you more for."
I just don't see an
minute.
NFL team having that kind of
thought.
Yeah. I mean, it is intriguing. That thought is intriguing.
Yes,
and it does make you raise an eyebrow.
Oh, is that what that was? A step-by-step guide of how the PR team would handle a potential breakup with Kelsey and Swift. It's a fucking breakup. What's there to handle?
Well, it's
you're gonna lose the Swifties. Swifties are gonna bail on the Chiefs if that.
But you know what?
It all depends on why they break up.
Well,
is he gonna get not gratuities? What do they call it?
Alimony.
No, when you get money for songs.
Oh,
yeah, it's
royalties. Thank you, Silvers.
He's going to get royalties off the song she
if he gets mentioned. If he gets mentioned,
yeah, sure. Also, a friend of mine was in the Jackson County, his name goes nameless, Jackson County lockup. Threw a beat into his girl.
The usual guy?
No, this is a guy you never know. But he's from my group, and it's sad.
It's just not a thing that you could do nowadays.
You know what? When you're at that point, it's already been over.
Law enforcement does not take that lightly.
All I know is he threw her a beating.
Did he drop off the? Was he unsober? I guess.
No, he was sober.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
But when you get to that point, you know it's over. You know, when you're doing that, it's been over, and that's just the last straw.
Since you brought up the crime thing, I'm watching Today's Show this morning because that's what she watches every freaking morning.
Okay,
so that's why I go outside and smoke a cigar because I don't want to.
But you know, sometimes you got to do what your partner
does. But I
does.
just said I'm smoking a cigar here, so why am I going to light one up at home? I just waited anyway. Watching it, and they're talking about this kid Kyle that just had that shooting in Georgia, North Georgia.
Yep.
Okay, killed 2 adults, 2 kids,
multiple injuries.
So, and that leads into another story with them. But now they're charging the father with 4 counts of murder.
They've already arrested him.
Exactly, they got him yesterday.
Yeah,
because they're saying, okay, the FBI interviewed him and the dad
a year ago,
almost a year ago,
right?
Okay, about terroristic threats and all that. Okay,
bad behavior.
So after that interview with the FBI, the dad bought an AR-15 and gave it to the kid.
Nice.
Knowing the kid's got a problem.
Wow.
That I have a problem with. Not the fact they arrested the dad.
Right.
The fact that this guy was a dumbass and bought his kid a gun after that discussion. But if he had the guns in his house and the kids took them without the dad knowing about it because the dad was at work or whatever, I can't see punishing the dad or the parent for that.
Okay, so
but he gave him the gun.
Let's take apart your conversation. All right, don't buy the kid a weapon because he's an asshole
and unstable.
Okay, take that apart. Take that to the next step. Dad is culpable because he knows his kid's an asshole. He should have had a gun safe and had the guns locked up.
Well, no, that's not what I said was. I have a problem with the fact that the dad bought him a gun.
Yes.
Okay, and the kid went and shot anybody. So then, therefore, I think the dad should be charged. Absolutely.
But he should have had a gun safe if he knows his kid's an asshole.
I don't know. Maybe he did. But the fact that he bought and gave him the gun. So they apparently have.
So there's 3 different things that are in the whole series that went crazy.
They apparently have, because I asked Davey, I said, how do they know he physically gave the kid the gun? That he could have just bought it and had it at the house. And
no, he said straight up that then it was a gift to his kid.
Then he's liable. He's culpable and he needs to go to jail. I have no problem.
Anytime a person shows a propensity for violence,
yes,
you do not want to give that person any leeway.
Right.
Okay, so let's go back to your friend. Bones's question was very valid. Had he fallen off the wagon?
Right.
Because we know that that makes anger just go.
Sure, absolutely.
Well, I got to say something about that. Bobby's told me before. they don't call it falling off the wagon.
Right. It's not off the
It's
wagon.
like off the program or something.
It's just they had a relapse.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I
similar,
found
know
out that
you-
way too.
But you know what? The kid did what he did, and I think the dad's definitely liable because, like you said, gun safe or whatever the thing is. But you know what? You don't even present him with a BB gun because what did he do beforehand? Was he killing animals? Was he, they're going to look into all that.
right.
Oh,
He was known to be arrested for killing animals. He got charged from PETA. Is that what he's called? PETA?
No, PETA doesn't charge them.
No, I'm just saying that they knew about him killing animals and stuff like that. It's all a bad scene, but the dad, the kid should have been getting help with his anger issues instead of doing what he did.
Well, we don't know. Maybe he was getting help. We don't know the fact. But the dad flat out, I mean, to me, there shouldn't be any fucking trial on the dad. The dad admitted, I bought him the gun and I gave it to him.
Guilty already.
He's already put that out there.
Yeah.
That to me, that's a confession saying I did exactly
they
what
just
you're
give
charging
him
me.
So you're 50-50 on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Just give him a well, you already pleaded guilty, kind of. So we're just going to give you.
I'm wondering if the kid.
John.
I'm wondering if the kid had a manifesto or if he had.
Yeah.
A letter
Well,
that he
that's all
wrote.
going to come out.
We're going to find out.
That's going to come out.
They all do.
For the most part, yes. And I'm wondering what his motivation is because here's
Was
my
he beaten
theory.
up in school and stuff like that?
My theory has always been, he's probably neglected at home.
Yeah.
So he needs the attention. And this is what happens whenever one of these shootings occur. The media is all over that.
Gun
The person's
control.
name is everywhere.
Yeah.
Gun control.
That
gun
kid
control.
gets more attention now than he has gotten his entire life.
Yeah.
Now,
And would.
And now there's some other asshole sitting back there at home that looking at that saying, I can do better.
one thing they did say about the kid is it was his second.
Johnny Zepp, good morning.
It was his second day of school in
Yes.
a new school district.
School just started.
No, in a new school district.
Understood.
He
Last year was
they moved in to wherever they moved to, and it
He
was
didn't
his
have
second day
even
of
have a
school.
chance to be picked on if that was the issue.
Not at that school.
Right.
Whether he was picked out at, he was 14, so junior high.
Well,
Whether he-
essentially he probably was at his last school. That's why he made those threats.
that gets so that leads in another part where you'll find this cool as a prior law enforcement guy. These three guys dropped out of Yale and invented this program, came up with this app or this program 5 years ago, and they've been working on it ever since. And now there's a police department in bumfuck Maryland somewhere in a small town because they want to try it out live. It's called, I can't remember the name of it now. But anyway, the gist of it is I'm at home or my wife's at home, I'm beating my wife. She wants to call 911. She calls 911. 911 and they say, all right, I'm going to send you a link to your text. Click on this link and it automatically videos her phone, what she's seeing, everything she's seeing. So if somebody sees something going on, a car getting robbed or whatever, call them, click the link they send you, and you just show them, and then they're talking to you as they're seeing exactly what's going on.
I see very good things about that, but if she's getting accosted, chances are very unlikely she's going to have the opportunity to actually
do that. Yeah,
hold that phone in her hand to show
she
the
could
video.
she could have got away, got in the closet, anything.
Right.
You know,
but it's shown everything after the fact too.
But going back to
what's going on?
What Bones just brought up, as I found out earlier, just by watching some 911 phone calls on whatever on the interwebs.
that's gonna happen.
When you dial 911, some areas start recording immediately.
Yes.
Correct.
So you hit 911, boom,
It's
you're already
automatically,
starting to record before you even hear 911. What's your emergency?
Yeah.
It's already recording. So you could be screaming, he's beating he's boom before before anything even happened.
Right.
Then there was another company that came up with this thing for schools, or actually you can use it office buildings, wherever. We can use it here, but I don't think we'd ever have a problem here. It's a badge like we carried our badges in the military with our cat cards. But it's a card that goes on and it's got basically like a button on it. Okay, so if something happens and the teacher sees a gunshot over there,
I can't get up.
he just presses the button, and that goes directly to 911 and pinpoints
Where you're at.
right where they're at, where the problem is. So the cop said, they came and said, then we go right to that point. We don't have to run around the school searching
Looking
for shit
for room
and
to
losing,
room to
losing,
room.
losing
Yeah.
a little bit of time.
Yeah.
We know exactly where the problem is, and we go directly right there. And they got it on a map.
They should have
Kinda
that for
looks
the
like-
teachers.
Kind of looks like, yeah, well, that's what it's for.
Just
It's
them to
actually
have it.
pretty, but how?
I'm going to take it a step further because just because of my background with industrial security, they ought to have those magnetic locks on every door in a facility that they're worried about this in. And as soon as that panic button is hit, all of those doors are locked.
Right.
So if the asshole with the gun's out in the hallway, he's not getting into the classroom because those magnetic locks have secured that door.
Yes,
But
yes,
you-
yes.
And it automatically calls 911.
You almost can't do that. And I say why is because if you have kids running around the hallway, and then all of a sudden somebody hits that thing and locks all the doors,
Then they're stuck
they're
outside.
stuck out.
That's but the purpose is to
I see your
mitigate
point,
mitigate
No,
all
I
that.
understand that there's going to be casualty. There's
If you're worried about kids that may be remaining in the hallway, then you just negated the idea of safety because the asshole with the gun can get into that classroom at that point.
Yes.
You know, here's the other trade-off, and this is, I'm not going to get into the political world, but this is what's being brought up in politics, is putting more
Police.
more campus police in
I think they
in
should.
schools.
I think they should anyway.
every school has a resource officer. do they not?
Yeah, but some are not armed.
Yes.
Well, that's not to me.
All you've got is a night watchman.
Yeah.
That's
Or a nightclub.
that's a moot point. That's just a waste of money.
But you can get
Well, that's politics. We don't.
I
like
will.
guns in
I
our-
will, and people don't. We know people volunteer to do that. Ex-military volunteer to do that. I'll go sit at the school for an 8-hour day, as long as I can carry.
But you would have to go through safety
Oh,
classes
that's
and
fine.
all that stuff.
And that's all part of it.
That's
That is
fine.
part of it.
But I
But you know
volunteer
what?
my time for that.
A lot of times,
If it boils down
if they're
the
able to
money.
make the monies, it would affect their pension or their Social Security. Police officers that did their 20 years that are kind of retired, they're looking for something to do. There's a lot of that. Put them in there because they already been trained.
They're already sworn off.
Yeah, they already been trained. So all they have to do is go through a little bit of the
But again,
training
not
and-
getting too far into the politics. There's a lot of school districts that do not want armed resource advisors in their schools.
That's hurting people.
But they'll let a kid take a shit in the fucking litter box.
Well, yeah, because they don't know whether they're what they are.
Dude, we're just the bottom line is this
We
world
need
is
more
all-
help.
What
the world's
the
screwed
question
up.
comes down to, and this is where the parents in that school district have to stand up and say, no, you're not going to put my child at risk. They
Right.
need to stand up and say, we hear what you're saying. We don't agree.
Right.
Now, Mikey Silvers has got kid in school, has 3 kids in school.
That's because he can't stop.
What?
He's a rabbit.
Mike, 2 high school, 1 middle school.
1 high school, 1 middle school, 1 elementary school.
Oh shit! So he's got more of a concern for. I mean, not that I want to see any kids get hurt, but you're at 3 schools now, worried about what's going on.
Right. Folks, wish we had some coffee to talk about, but let's cap it off on the cigar.
Okay.
I like it.
I'm a Camacho guy.
It's a little spicy. It's got a little bit of a bite to it. To
Yeah,
me,
but
it's on the
you're-
strong side.
You're not this kind of a Camacho guy.
That's true.
Yeah, it's way
It's a
out
little
there.
heavier for me, but I'm still enjoying it. So that's telling me that I can move up with my palate to smoke something a little heavier.
We've been telling you
This
that.
is
Yeah.
this is one of the strongest ones we got in there.
Is it really?
I think so. I believe so. I like it. I
You know what? I'm
definitely-
enjoying it.
I
So
definitely
that's telling
smoke it
me I can
again.
move up the ladder.
Rating.
I'm going to give it an 8.
Straight up 8?
Straight up 8. And one of the reasons is because I'm not used to smoking these type of heavier cigars, but I'm still enjoying it, and I'm going to smoke it all the way instead of ditching it because it's too strong. So I do like it. I'm going to give it an 8.
Bones?
It's strong like I like. I don't taste any of those notes that I read about, the leather and all that. I taste more of a little spice.
Yeah, it's got a little heat to it.
I would probably give it a 9. I would give it a 9.5, maybe a 10 if I tasted some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't, but that's my palate.
So it's a near perfect cigar for
I
you.
say maybe a 9.
Nice. That's pretty big.
I'm going to give it an 8.
I like it.
3.
8.3. Just a little over an 8.
I don't want to take it down too far. I don't catch all the hints that Bones said comes off there, but it's a solid cigar. It's a solid sit. My price point question: what's the price point on it?
Oh, I think it's $10.99.
So for
That's
around
well worth it.
for around $10, you get a good sized stick.
It's a Robusto.
It is a pretty cigar. It is a it's
well constructed.
It's a good looking cigar.
Yeah.
The wrapper's oily looking. The
Nice looking label.
The actual label itself is traditional Camacho.
Yes.
Follows the same lines and everything else. Yeah, it's a solid stick. I'd really like to try this again with a good cup of coffee.
Yes.
We will next week definitely have a filter of some sort.
We're going to have more filters than we can count because that's where I'm going after I take a break here.
I just get a metal one if they sell them at the dollar store, and they might.
But
They're
anyway,
not-
we're going
they're
to have
not
the paper
expen-
ones for backup anyway.
Yeah, they're not expensive by any means. I don't think.
You know what I mean?
I could probably order it online.
Well, I can
Amazon,
send my girl to Walmart and get us one.
Just get paper.
Okay, well now I'm just gonna get that.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4 filters.
All right, Bob, take us out.
Well, from the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge here at Coast Cigar Lounge in beautiful Ocean Springs, Mississippi, we're going to bid you good day. So from Mort, Bones, and myself, Maverick, you have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. Stay smoky.